willing to do what it takes to get there. He signed to One Warrior.
Yeah, I was gonna say that he signed to One Warrior. I think he did an episode.
Amo PL, those guys, I would love to.
I think any fighter has a chance.
Very good evening, Salam Sejahtera, and thank you very much for joining us here on the MASMMAA page for a very Sunday special, as we will be discussing the SOPs for not just MMA gyms and probably martial arts gyms in Malaysia. I'm Rashid, Salleh, your host, as well as the president of MASMMAA, the Malaysia Mixed Martial Arts Association. Now, joining me this evening are three gentlemen who are also part of the committee. Let me introduce them first. Firstly, it's my pleasure to have my deputy president again for the second night in a row. We had him on earlier as one of the hosts for Sembang Bersama Wira on the Warriors of Borneo blog, as well as the MASMMAA page yesterday evening. Let's welcome him all the way from Labuan, Alvin Chong. Hi, Alvin, how are you?
Hi, good evening, everyone. Okay, I'm Alvin Chong from Labuan. I'm the deputy president of MASMMAA. So tonight I'm going to use the different language, English and Mandarin. 各位大家晚上好，我们是马来西亚综合格斗总会，所以我是署理会长，然后这个 Mr. Rashid 是我们的会长，所以今晚上我们会讲一些好像关于付出管期，然后我们要怎样去帮助，不是只是 MMA 哦，是所有的拳馆都可以用我们的一个标准，然后参考我们的标准来开始你们的拳馆哦，希望你们可以多留意一下，谢谢。
谢谢。Okay, now of course the two very important gentlemen who will be coming on to join us. I'd like to firstly introduce our secretary of MASMMAA. He's also a trained lawyer. Let's welcome him on board. Brent Yap. Hi, Brent. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. Thank you, President. Selamat petang, selamat malam, warga Malaysia, rakan-rakan sekalian. Good evening, everybody. My name is Brent. I'm the secretary of MASMMAA, and it's my pleasure to be here today to talk about very important things. So I hope that you can stay with us for the next 1 hour as we share with you the big news about all the MMA gyms around the country reopening, and we hope to gather your support to go back to your gyms and to lend your support back to your coaches. So thanks, President.
Thank you very much. Okay, now, and last but not least, I'd like to invite the man who's been around with us for a very long time, since the MIMA days. He is our head of medical, and he's been on the show before on our Monday night's MMA talk show. Let's welcome Saudara Syarul Raziff, our head of medical. Selamat malam. Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam. Selamat malam. Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you, Mr. Deputy, Mr. Secretary, and all our MASMMAA members. My name is Syarul. I will be holding a head of medical for MASMMAA and with the medical team. Maybe we can share what is a Q&A ataupun how that we're going to reopening our gym for tomorrow. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Just a quick hello to Andy Tay from Leeds MMA is watching the show. How are you, Andy? I hope you're all looking forward to opening your gyms. We saw your video on your promotional video on how to your SOPs in opening your gym at Leeds. So it was quite entertaining, and yes, maybe you could be a director one of these days. So but wait in line, because quite a few people want to be directors as well. Okay. Right. Obviously the most important thing we will be discussing is about the gym SOPs. We did have a town hall meeting in May, an open town hall meeting to invite everyone to discuss about what the problems were they were having with in their gyms. Of course, fitness gyms and martial arts gyms are different in the way that there's a lot of contact involved, and of course with MMA there's even more, because we also have jiu-jitsu as well as striking in our sport. So to start off with, let's talk about how we got about doing this stuff, and why was there a need for us to talk about having SOPs for gyms. Brent, what were the discussions you had earlier on, especially in May, when we realized that we needed to engage with the MMA gyms in Malaysia?
Okay, I think the keyword that the President had used is obviously engagement. You all understand that the MCO period is just temporary, but of course, economically, it does have tremendous setback to a lot of gyms out there because a lot of the gyms are not allowed to open, right? For the simple reason is that they don't know how, or rather, at the point in time, people are still very concerned about the, I think, the spread of the virus. And more importantly, would social distancing measures be adequate if you're going to reopen your gym? Because as we know, gyms is a place where, like germs and bacteria, they can breed for the very fact that, there's a lot of perspiration and it could be, a lot of people sweating around, and therefore the obvious concern is that the COVID-19 could spread through this kind of facilities, right? So, but having said that in mind, of course, we at MASMMAA, we have been following the news very closely, and based on our, reading into the news, we knew that the MCO was going to end one way or the other, and we took it upon ourselves to conduct a town hall, basically to gather everybody's feedback and positive thoughts to how we're going to assist gyms to reopen. So hence here we are. I think we had the town hall on the 17th of May last month, and I think the reception was quite good. In fact, we opened up our email address, invited a lot of people to actually come and give their feedback, and we were very glad to see that a lot of people were very helpful. In fact, they were encouraged by the fact that MASMMAA has taken the lead as among all the other, I think, martial arts organizations out there to actually construct at least a draft SOP yet. And we have done that. We have actually, I think, devised draft SOP at the time, even before KBS had actually drafted the SOP for martial art gyms, right? So we have done that in both the languages, in both Bahasa Malaysia as well as English, and we've shared out on our social media. So last night, I'm very glad to say that we have finally finalized the updated guidebook. It's now available for free download on our Facebook page.
All right. For those of you who like to know, this is actually the guidebook you see on the screen. Of course, it's downloadable. It's available on our MASMMAA Facebook page for you to have a look. And if you have any questions, of course, this is the platform for you to be able to ask, and hopefully we can answer your questions. Now, obviously, let me just quickly speak to Alvin. Alvin, would you like to explain to our audiences out there in brief what Brent was explaining, so that all our audiences can understand where we're heading in terms of this Sunday special? Please go ahead.
Thank you, President. 其实我们MMA 总会，马来西亚的 MMA 总会是我们的会长的宗旨非常的简单，然后他非常的关心所有武术界的朋友，所以在5月的时间，他也开了一个会议，然后邀请一些除了 MMA 以外的一些拳馆的朋友来开会。他这个总会的主要的原因是在联系所有经营拳馆，还有一些好像其他武术的朋友，然后能够大家一起来商量，然后在这个疫情期间，我们要怎么去面对，还有在复苏的期间，我们能够怎么去跟着这个 SOP 去开始我们的拳馆。所以这个MMA 总会其实是在关心大家，所以现在我们本身也开始有自己的一个 SOP 的一个标准，所以欢迎大家可以在这个线上我们会把这个东西这个 SOP 放上网，然后有问题或是你们想要多了解，可以参考我们这个 SOP， 然后以方便大家可以用在你们自己的武术里面还是你们拳馆里面。谢谢。
谢谢。Now, baiklah, dari segi Saudara Syarul, dari segi KKM atau Kementerian Kesihatan Malaysia, berapa dari bulan 5 atau bulan Mei, apakah SOP daripada KKM dari bulan lepas dan sebelum PKPP ni, berapa ketat ataupun apakah analisis mereka sebelum mereka memberi kita memberi kita hak untuk membuka gym.
Okay. Kalau daripada segi KKM, apa saya bukan on behalf KKM, tapi daripada segi polisi dia, apa yang KKM berikan adalah satu, dan memastikan gym mematuhi guideline, iaitu satu adalah mereka dibebas daripada wabak. Maksudnya bebas wabak tu mereka akan analisanya diorang dah clear daripada ujian test COVID. Satu. Yang kedua gym akan bersedia menyediakan alat-alat sanitasi ataupun temperature taking, dan juga mematuhi guideline yang protokol guideline yang semasa diselaraskan adalah satu, cover bahagian mulut dan hidung, dan serta penjarakan, serta memberitahu keadaan status sakit ataupun seseorang tu kepada petugas di gym ataupun di mana-mana kawasan. To be jujur lah. Itu yang kita nak diamal-amalkan. Itu.
Okay, baik. Terima kasih. Brent, what were the problems that the gyms were having? What were their main concerns prior to us doing this SOP? What were one of the biggest concerns they had? Because obviously MMA gyms are very different to fitness gyms.
I think the biggest concern, chief among which obviously is the financial consequence, right, of not being able to pay rent on time. Because as we know, most of these MMA gyms around the country, they do not operate via a big facility. So in a sense, a lot of these gyms are actually home gyms, right? Small businesses and people who have dumped their life savings to open up the business. And basically, we're talking about a sport that's primarily pushed through by passion. Okay, so basically, we all understand that COVID-19 is a devastating pandemic. Because, last time when a situation like this had occurred was, I think you have to look way back World War I, not even World War II. So the Americans right now are talking about a Great Depression kind of economic downturn that's moving. So you can imagine for a big capitalist country like America to say that, what kind of effect it will have on small business owners such as our imaging friends out there. Okay, yeah. So I think the main issue right now is that a lot of them are actually using the gym as their primary money making, I think, income source, right? So not all of them actually have a second job out elsewhere, right? So so the chief concern basically is how to get the gym to reopen as safe as possible, while still maintaining and adhering to I think the guidelines that's set by the government. And obviously, I think we have been trying our level best to get some kind of mobilization for everybody to realize how serious this is. Because MMA gyms, like most of the fitness centers and facilities owners out there, and I'm sure a lot of them will agree with me, is that people need to exercise, right? Not just outdoor exercise. Sometimes you just feel like going to the gym, you want to sweat out, and sometimes you train in pairs, you train with your partners and things like that. Or because you can have a bit of fun at the gym, doing things like sparring with your partner, or even like doing a personal training with your coaches and things like that. Okay, and the MMA gyms in Malaysia, once again, not all of them are local owners. Some of them are foreigners as well. That being, some of the coaches are not even local coaches as well. Basically, we have a number of foreign coaches here who are very good at what they do. So you can imagine this impact. It definitely has affected not just our local MMA community, but also the foreigners who are here in Malaysia, who basically can't go back country because they already have a work permit there and they can fly out. So with that being said, I think that the second challenge facing most of the gyms now, starting from tomorrow, is how to adequately persuade the members as well as potentially new members to come back to the gym and try to continue the business as before. Because we all know And I think President yourself has said that a number of times. You can't really go back to the old normal. This is the new normal, right? So I think to cut it short, we are doing our level best to basically just instill confidence back to the people out there, especially to the casual members, to actually just say that okay, it's fine, I can just go back to the gym, because I know these gym owners take my health concerns seriously, and so do we here. So there's a message we as an association is saying: we are well aware of your health concerns. We are well aware of all your questions. And we are working hard together with government, together with our community members, be there gym owners, be there just casual members, to make sure your experience at the gym still remain safe as possible, or you can still get to work out groups. Right? So, yes, that's the way of saying it.
All right, thank you. Alvin, in terms of, I think probably be able to explain to our Chinese owners, or at least Chinese speaking audiences out there, how tough it was to be able to get the problems they were having. What kind of problems do you think they were having? To explain that from Brent's words.
OK， 其实我们这个马来西亚的 MMA 总会的这个秘书长啊，我们刚才他所解释的就是说，现在这个疫情期间，我们真的是影响到很多拳馆，因为很多拳馆的馆主都是靠这个拳馆，然后所得到他们的一些生活费，所以在疫情期间呢，我们已经是完全没有收入，所以这个是最大的一个挑战哈。所以好像我们的自己本身的一个好朋友，所以他有4间拳馆已经关了3间，不过他也要把那1间呢，也要努力的去撑下去。所以MMA 马来西亚 MMA 总会就非常的关心所有的拳馆的馆主，还有一些练武的人，所以我们才会有出一个好像标准的作业程序，然后这个 SOP 这个标准的作业程序，真的是会可以让大家比较有一个好的一个专业的这个 SOP 是真的是由几个专业人士来设计出来的，所以这个标准的作业程序 MMA 总会也会把这个东西交给大家，然后大家可以拿这个来做参考哦。所以大家一些有什么问题的话，也欢迎他们所有人可以联系我们。我们的这个平台就是想要让所有的练武术的朋友，所有武术都可以，然后可以联系我们，我们就是要靠这个平台，然后来帮助大家。好，谢谢。
谢谢 ，Thank you. I hope everyone will be patient because we want to be able to conduct this in all the 3 main languages so that everyone is aware and everyone can understand what we're trying to explain, or apa yang kita ingin jelaskan kepada penonton di luar sana, so that everyone can move forward from here. Okay, baiklah, kepada Saudara Syarul, kita ada bincang tentang mask, penggunaan mask di dalam gym. Ada ramai yang tanya sebelum ni, adakah kita perlu memakai mask sambil kita buat exercise di dalam gym? Boleh terangkan atau jelaskan kepada penonton?
Okay, mask yang untuk digunakan untuk dalam gym, yang kita sarankan adalah mask yang mempunyai saiz 4 segi begini, dan dia ada training mask yang mana berbentuk kain. Dan setiap mask ni penjagaannya adalah harus dijagakan oleh sendiri. Okay. So selepas penggunaan mask tu tidak boleh dibuang dari gym. Sebaliknya mereka ada plastik bag yang kecil yang sendiri untuk dibuang dalam beg plastik mereka. Dan bila dia keluar daripada gym, dia akan use a new mask. So setiap mask yang digunakan akan ada sekurang-kurangnya 3 helai. Okay, pertama sebab apa, bila mask dah basah, right, dan sudah pasti tak boleh digunakan lagi lah. Okay, so kalau boleh, bila you nak keluar pada bangunan tu, you use a new mask. Alright, penggunaan mask dalam gym, right, ada kalau mask yang begitu begitu ketat seperti N95, kadang-kadang dia boleh menyebabkan seseorang tu rasa tidak selesa. Sekiranya mereka tidak selesa, buka dan tarik nafas secara perlahan, dan kalau members tak boleh nak teruskan dalam gym, diarahkan take fresh air kat luar dan relax sebentar waktu. Penggunaan mask kadang-kadang tak, kebanyakan orang belum lagi boleh bersesuaikan diri menggunakan mask bila buat training. Jadi ia bergantung pada seseorang individu. Alright. Dan penggunaan mask, ada gunakan mask yang sport mask, yang mana sekiranya mereka rasa tidak selesa, ia boleh ditanggalkan secara sendiri. Alright, seperti tali ataupun hairband ataupun berbentuk kain, seperti begini. Alright, yang mana dia boleh removekan sendiri. Dan sekiranya rasa sesak nafas, cool down, relax, take a deep breath, dan angkat tangan, minta bantuan daripada tu. Sekiranya berlaku sesak nafas, dan proceedkan kepada bantuan pertolongan cemas lah.
Okay, apa bezanya di antara mask kain dengan mask yang biasa dengan mask N95 ataupun N97?
Okay. So mask ada satu, dia ada ada test, ada standard, ada test berbeza. Satu mask yang diuji tentang kuman, satu mask dia standard tentang pernafasan. Okay. Yang mana yang gunakan mask yang N95 dan mask yang kita gunakan solid kedap udara, yang mana kita gunakan untuk di bahagian hospital ataupun di bahagian ward. Surgical mask adalah medical mask yang mana digunakan di dalam perubatan, yang mana there is no in and there is no out. Dan satu lagi is a disposal mask, yang mana mask adalah untuk menahan daripada udara keluar masuk ke dalam. Alright, so ada 3 jenis mask. Dan pembelian mask boleh tengok pada kotak, dia ada kod. Okay, ada surgical mask, disposal mask ataupun N95 mask. Mask kain begini adalah mask yang digunakan bagi semua orang. It's like a commercial mask. It's just to protect untuk sesama ataupun your batuk saja. Alright. Tapi dia tidak sesuai untuk partikel virus yang dimana. Itu perbezaan mask yang kita gunakan sekarang ni.
Alright, okay, thank you. Ada banyak lagi soalan nak tanya, tapi let's go to Brent. Okay, let's move forward to the SOPs that we are opening on Monday. A lot of them. What's the procedure for those who still don't know? What are the procedures for them to get to opening their gyms from a legal standpoint and also from the government standpoint?
Oh, legal standpoint, government standpoint. Okay, all right. I think just recently, the Minister of Youth and Sports, I think another Syarul Raziff American, he already announced that all the gym owners out there, I hope that you have already went to the MITI website to apply for the reopening. And MITI is actually working with the Ministry of Youth and Sports, basically Kementerian Belia and Sukan, KBS, in order to streamline, I think, your applications, right? So if you have not obtained an approval from MITI yet, my advice is don't open until you've obtained the approval from them. Okay, so that is the key. Do not open until you obtain the approval from them. Okay, and of course, when it comes to the SOP, I believe that MITI would have set maybe certain operational hours and obviously the SOP. Okay, so for the SOP, again, I said MASMMAA, we already have our own dedicated guidebook, which is available for download once again. We have already updated it based on the announcement made by the government, and obviously we have compiled most of the SOPs from KKM, Kementerian Kesihatan Malaysia, as well as Majlis Keselamatan Negara, as well as from other international mixed martial arts organization. So I would say that in the best advice from like the International Mixed Martial Arts Federation. We have also reviewed and taken the best guidelines from the International Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Federation, IBJJF, IBJJF, I think, yeah, and International Judo Federation. So I would say that if at all you need to refer to any SOP, refer to MASMMAA's SOP, all right? But when it comes to the legal aspect, before we reopen, yes, just get the approval first from MITI. Yep. And,
okay, thank you. from a legal standpoint.
Yep.
Okay.
Legal standpoint.
Yes.
Yep. Sorry. Okay. Legal standpoint is that I'll just take a minute or two here. Okay, guys. From my years of legal practice, and this is just a little bit of tips for the gym owners out there who may be leasing or who are renting from a landlord. Okay, here's the thing. I understand that your chief concern and the ones that who have came and talked to me is obviously the payment of rental, as well as maybe issues deriving from the tenancy, especially the agreement. Okay, so whatever it is, I hope that you have already well informed your landlord about your intention to reopen. If not tomorrow, then maybe sometime this month once you're ready. Okay. So once again, I hope that your landlord has given you that leeway for you to make the rental payment. Of course, if there's things that you need to renegotiate with the landlord primarily, in terms of course, the time period for your rental, perhaps for the past 3 months, your rental could have been terminated, or your rental could have been expired during that period. If you need help, say for instance, to extend tenancy, and perhaps you want to have some maybe give some legal opinions on how best to negotiate with your landlord, do write into us at MASMMAA.org. Likewise, for the landlords out there, if you think that you have given enough leeway to your tenant who happens to be an MMA gym operator, and maybe the tenant right now is still refusing to open up the gym, and you want to find out what's the best way to ensure continuity, so please let us know. Yeah. Write into info@masmmaa.org. We do our best to come back to you with our advice and our suggestions as soon as possible.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Alvin, would you like to explain that, especially that is a very important issue for our MMA gym owners. If they have a problem, just explain to them, what Brent has just talked about, and also if they do require any advice to send in their emails to info@masmmaa.org. Thank you.
OK， 各位听众，所以其实刚才我们有我们的秘书长，其实他是一个专业的律师哈，还有Mr. Syarul 是一个他是一名医生，所以我们的团队里面呢都有一些相当都是专业的人士，所以好像刚才有提到，比如说这个标准作业的程序，明天我们全馆可以开，可是问题是最主要的，我们的秘书长律师有刚才有说了，就是希望你们能够先去申请，因为呢这个青年体育部它有一个网站叫做 MITI， 就是 Notification MITI 啊，就是这个，所以最好你们馆主还没有开之前，你们要上网先申请，得到一些政府的一些认可了过后，你们才开，这样就不会好像就是比较正确的方式去开启你的一个拳馆哈。还有我们总会也提供一些好像律师的一些资讯服务，就好像比如说你要开拳馆，可能你遇到一些好像比如说你跟你的业主啊，一些好像你们的那些业主的一些之间的一些好像法律上的一些问题的话，欢迎各位你可以写 email 过来我们的 email address， 我们的邮箱这边MASMMAA， 然后你们可以写信来询问，我们会尽我们最大的能力去帮助你们，谢谢各位。
Sorry, we'll just leave our email address there. Sorry, I muted myself because I was coughing. Okay, not because I've got COVID-19, just because wanted to have a drink. Okay, Syarul, boleh jelaskan tentang pembuangan bila kita buang mask daripada gym tu? Apa nak soalan saya tadi? Bag yang kita buangkan sampah tu kena bezakan ataupun?
Okay. Pertama sekali, first of all, if members yang pakai mask, okay, If you want to remove your mask, first of all, you need to wash your hand ataupun you sanitize your hand. Okay, gunakan hand sanitizer. Lepas tu, so the moment you remove, okay, so either you know, tabutkan dia, and then you foldkan dia. Okay, fold it. Okay, there's one bentuk tadi atau bentuk tu, just fold it. Okay, alright, dia betul ni. Dan ikat sekali. Alright. For the personal, okay, cuba ambil lagi satu tisu. Just wrap upkan dia. Okay. Here ada tisu. Okay, for example, alright, tisu. Your mask, you wrap. Okay. Then put in the plastic bag. Lagi satu, then you throw. Supaya that there is no germ will be exposed. Okay. Macam ni. Okay, that means one bag. And for the gym owner, kalau ada towel yang besar ataupun membabitkan bahagian besar, like towel ataupun baju ataupun pembersihan yang besar, and you need to have a yellow bag like this. Okay, a yellow bag. Okay? To be on standby. Kiranya there is a vomiting or there's a blood, you know, ataupun tu, you masuk dalam yellow bag ni. This mostly untuk yellow bag there's a lot of size. Okay, so for gym owner to be standby medium size. Okay, you can buy in the pharmacies. Okay, alright. So that you need to tidy down lah. So that's how you buang your mask. Selepas pembuangan mask ataupun mask, then again in COVID-19 protocol is to wash your hands all the time. That's how you dispose your mask.
Okay, Andy baru tanya tadi, actually where can we get this yellow bag? Syarul explained tadi, but is there any pharmacies?
Okay. Yes, we can buy in the big pharmacies, AA pharmacies. You can buy from. You ask them for the yellow bag, and they got three category of bag.
Okay, so that was the explanation for that. All right, Brent.
Yep.
Okay, moving ahead. Now that everyone's got their own videos out, and they've got a few of the gyms are open. As long as they got their MITI stuff registered as well. How cautious must they be? Because right now, there's always this urge to, especially with MA gyms and martial arts gyms, to do contact work. How important is it that we not do this? Okay,
I think it's extremely important for all the MMA gym owners out there to not rush into things, please. And I would like to share this thought later with Syarul, our head of medical committee. So coming from me, because we have done a lot of research into the SOPs, please do not rush into conducting at work where social distancing is not possible. Okay, under the MKN guidelines, it is very clear that they have defined two forms of training. One of which they define it as static training, right? So the training, if you are, if your member or your student is just skipping rope, doing some maybe HIIT exercise without not much movement. So the minimum social distancing would be between 1 to maximum of 3 meters. Okay. For dynamic training, meaning some kind of movement, when it comes to training, maybe some shadow boxing and things like that, or even maybe some, some movement, right? In that sense, the minimum social distancing is 3 meters up to 5 meters. So in our SOP, we have already helped to suggest that all gyms, you should try to calculate, I think, the space that you have in your gym, and to work out a maximum capacity for your gym. So for instance, for a simple example, if you have a 1,200 square foot facility, right? So if you deduct the common area, such as the counters, the lockers, as well as the washroom, if you're left with 900 square feet, you have to work out that capacity with how many people that you can put in there at any given point in time, right? So maybe you're looking at a maximum of 10 people, 10 students, including the coach, or maybe somebody lesser, right? So we also suggest for all the gyms to have clear tape markings on the floor, which would stipulate very clearly where the student is supposed to exercise. He's not allowed to actually traverse out from that box. Okay, so things like that. So personal training aside, no no close contact training whatsoever until perhaps somewhere down the line, maybe in a month or so, once MCAT updates their guidelines. But for now, and this guideline is will be here to stay until August 31st. It's just simple. They say tiada apa-apa latihan close contact. So pad work, kick pads and things like that, no, nothing whatsoever. So please bear that in mind. Yep. So self-defense class, even for, I think in our guidebook, we have taken in suggestions from, I think our resident BJJ coach, as well as Professor Marcos Escobar, one of the founder of the BJJ movement in Malaysia. They have suggested for BJJ practitioners, if you are practicing grappling or jiu-jitsu, train with a training dummy, or do your solo drills within a well-defined box as well. So once again, please have a look at our MASMMAA, I think SOP. It states clearly, stand-up training, what are our suggestions? Grappling, BJJ training, what are our suggestions? So please follow that. If you have any further questions, do contact us. We'll be more than happy to assist. Yeah, President. Yeah.
Okay, there's a question from Gavin Giamatu, who was at the town hall meeting last month. He said, what about bag work? What is that, static or dynamic?
I think I'll leave Alvin, since he's active coach. Yep.
Yeah, so the back work is like static already. Actually, it's considered static. So I think you prefer static for the back work. It's not dynamic, because like if like temporary, we just stick to the basic training, because like now we just reopen, then we can just stay. I hope the trainers can design some workout. It's more on aesthetic.
Okay, thank you. The comment here from Raina Ben in one of our karate exponents, maybe heavy bag tu boleh, but kena ingat social distancing, then sanitize the heavy bag. Prem Kumar, our commissioner for MASMMAA, has said static. So there you go. Thank you very much, Kevin. And Andy Tay from Elites also says static. So hopefully that has explained. Alvin, do you want just explain from your point of view from Borneo Combat Gym, firstly what Brent explained, and then how you have prepared your gym in both. Sorry, I'm going to have to ask you in Mandarin first, and then explain in English or Bahasa, whichever you want lah.
OK， 各位观众哈，我现在非常清楚明白哈，然后很多人都已经对这种社交距离有很多疑惑，所以业者以及用户在进行这个我们鼓励他们在静态运动，所以静态运动就是保持需要在1到3米的社交距离，然后动态活动就是在3到5米之间。就比如说，我们说比如说像一个健身房的一个营运者，所以他把跑步机放在1到3米的距离的话使用那个是属于在静态，它是在好像在1米到3米以内，就是这个属于静态。如果是好像有一些好像dynamic 的，我们就是需要在3米到5米之间。不过如果是现在，因为我们刚刚才有一个标准的作业程序，我们也不需要做到那么多的这么的复杂。我们总会鼓励，然后很多那些一些专业人士也鼓励大家可以以静态，教练可以设计一些运动以静态运动，就是在保持1米到3米的社交距离以内，然后能够设计这样子的运动给你们的学生或者是你们的学员来上课哦。OK， 谢谢。So for my gym actually design the program for the static. So our static, so I will just like I have a marking, do the marking for the distance social distancing. So just make sure everyone they have to stay at their own area, don't simply move around. So for me, everything we have to be. This is the new normal. This is the new normal. We have to be grateful that we can go back to the gym and exercise. So actually, will be like quite interesting because the trainer, I believe a lot of the trainer they will be very sincere and innovative to come up with a good training program for every one of you. So please listen to your trainer, and you will enjoy the static training. Because the static training, everything will be go back to the basic. So when your basic, you try to sharpen up your basic. That means you after the MCO, after the social distance thing, your basic will be another level, and your skill will be different again. This is what I believe. Thank you.
Thank you. Of now moving on to the area of sanitization. Very quickly, I want to share something. Ingin kongsi gambar daripada Red Spinners, Kim Lee Tan, salah satu referee daripada MIMA dan juga one of our referees in MMA. Dia sekarang he's offering free service down in Johor. People think it's a scam, tapi dia actually beri free service untuk gym-gym di Johor. So please take advantage of that. Dia tadi merajuk dekat FB sebab dia kata I tak share, tapi actually surprise lah. Memang nak bagi tahu, nak keluarkan dekat sini. So because it's part of the SOP in the gyms. So how important is it, Syarul, in terms of sanitizing gym-gym kita sekarang daripada hari Isnin nanti?
Okay, pentingnya sanitize untuk semua gym adalah this gym yang kita nak buka ni free daripada sebarang kerumunan lah. Right? Kita tak mau lagi cluster daripada gym dikeluarkan on the next COVID announcement. So untuk to make sure that the safety boleh digunakan untuk orang ramai dalam fasa 2 ni, dan sanitization di semua gym harus digalakkan dan harus dipercepatkan. So seriousnya ataupun pentingnya adalah that we want to have that the gym members feel the gym, workout gym macam biasa, okay, and they feel free and feel safe, okay, and follow the protocol. Lepas habis, after the session, rest for a bit, sanitize again, and again workout, then sanitize again. But make sure that gym crew yang buat sanitization use a PPE, especially mask, glove. Okay, it's a basic thing kena buat.
Okay, 15 Jun adalah situasi yang amat kritikal untuk gym-gym di Malaysia, terutama gym-gym MMA. Keperluan medical kit. Sebelum ni saya tak tahu sebab saya bukan gym owner. Berapa penting medical kit sekarang untuk new normal, Syarul?
Saya rasa untuk first aid ataupun first aid kit, actually dalam guideline sebelum ada coronavirus ataupun protokol pun, salah satu syarat safety for the gym mesti ada bantuan kecemasan, especially first aid kit. Dan juga kedua, sekiranya that is compulsory, I think, masa pembukaan gym, dalam satu syarat di bawah so mistaken JK Jawatan Kesihatan dan Keselamatan Pekerja dan juga sosial mesti ada, diwajibkan. Jadi itu tak ada jadi isu saya. Itu memang dah disarankan daripada awal. Tetapi untuk menambahkan lagi adalah gym owner memeriksa first aid item selalu dan make sure there is no expiring date yang disimpan di dalam tu. Dan digalakkan gym owner tidak menyimpan sebarang bentuk-bentuk medication seperti Panadol ataupun Piriton ataupun Constant atau painkiller dalam kit item. So make sure it will be a dry dressing dan juga diselamat digunakan. And make sure there is no expiring date.
Okay, thank you. Brent, so
Yes.
What problems do you foresee, and also, of course, when the industry sort of opened up a bit, when they had the loosening of the MCO, we had officers that would come by. How important is it for them to be aware of that? especially when the gyms are open, because all eyes will be on gyms right now, because that's where you may have not just obviously prevention of COVID, but also it could also help, as Syarul mentioned earlier, a spread of COVID. How important is it for these gyms to be aware of that from a legal standpoint?
Okay, here's the thing. I think there's simply no excuse for the gym not to be aware about all the precautions, because we have been living under this nationwide restricted lockdown for the past 3 months. Okay. So I think whether anybody wants to acknowledge this or not, we have grown accustomed to, it's almost subconscious that we have to be aware of things like social distancing, things like wearing masks, having your temperature taken when you go into all the commercial premises and things like that. So I would say, but having said that, it is also very easy for things to relapse back to a cluster if gyms are not careful, or if gyms are rushed into reopening their operations and treat everything as though it's negligible, or it's okay. I can neglect it because I have, in a way, I have done my best. When the best is not good enough if they do not follow the SOP, right? So once again, there are a lot of considerations when you open your gym. Hence, I would invite all the MMA gym owners and any stakeholders. If you're unsure about the operations, there's always an outlet through MASMMAA, and obviously through a local council. Okay, but you also have to think about your liability, right, from a legalistic point of view. If, let's say, one of your members unfortunately is infected with COVID-19 while practicing at your facility, and contact tracing is discovered that the virus did come from your gym, so your liability in terms of a lawsuit, right, would be, I would say, very heavy. Okay, and obviously we are just talking about an individual lawsuit brought about by the member who is now a COVID-19 patient, and obviously the penalties that will be imposed on you by the local authorities. Okay, so do take these precautions seriously. And not rush into it. I understand that the chief concern is that you may be trying to recoup back as fast as you can. Okay, but I think there are a lot of suggestions out there right now for you to, in a way, try to create different revenue streams from your gym. Of course, setting up the gym is one. Secondly is to maybe conduct online classes and online training, right? And thirdly, again, I have not had the opportunity yet to take a look closely at what MITI has imposed on the MMA, on the reopening of the gyms. I'm still waiting for the information to come to me by next week. Okay, but from what I have gathered is that operation-wise, opening hours would be from the morning, most likely from 9 a.m. until 10 p.m. Right, but it could differ from state to state. Right, but from what I've gathered so far, most of the gyms in Klang Valley, they are allowed to open up until 10 p.m. Opening hours could be 9 or 10 a.m. So in that sense, gyms, you would be strongly encouraged to stagger your training times to start earlier. All right. I know that you are used to perhaps like customizing your class schedule for a packed class from 8 p.m. onwards or after working hours for the adults, right? But in this situation, because of the limitation on your group training, it's advisable for you to stagger your training times, perhaps starting from 3 or 4 o'clock onwards. And we have already suggested that each training session should not exceed 1 hour in the maximum, right? 45 minutes to 1 hour, and this would include things like your warm-ups, the actual training itself, and cool down, okay? And of course, it has also been heavily suggested that locker room facilities as well as shower facilities are restricted or prohibited at this point. The reason why is because you do not, for a variety of reasons. One thing is that you do not want your members to linger on. After their session is over, where you would have the opportunity to perhaps create an overcrowding at the gym, right? And secondly, obviously, we do not, because you yourself are not even certain whether your members could be asymptomatic, right? Meaning to say that they may not even be aware that they are COVID-19 carriers. So if they have already, changed their soy training equipment, their shirts and their shorts and their personal belongings on the floor, and you do not clean it or you do not sanitize it adequately, then there may be an opportunity for this COVID-19 to emanate from your gym, and that's not what we want. So once again, do take a look at our guidelines. It's taken up from the best suggestions currently out there. And if you have any questions, once again, just drop us an email. Okay, thank you, President.
We do have a question from Andy. He said, I set my sessions starting at 7 a.m. Brent, is that okay to proceed?
Okay, so Andy, I think what is best is that you just take a look at what MITI has in store for you. Because from what I understand, since March, MITI has already allowed a lot of, conditions, right? So basically, they are allowing businesses to commence their operations, but we have to follow their guidelines and their conditions very strictly. Okay. So once again, I'm not sure what is in the MITI approval sheet for you. Perhaps you can just review it. If they say that your operation hours are from 7 a.m., then good for you. And we can start from 7 a.m. So that's just as direct as that.
All right. Okay. Alvin, do you want to quickly explain that? Because I do have a question for you after this as well.
OK， 各位馆主，所以好像比如说，好像这个疫情时间，大家都赶着要去重取自己的一个生意哈，所以可是在这个同时，我们总会也提醒我们的秘书长也提醒大家，然后尽量更需要就是跟着我们的标准的作业程序好 SOP， 然后不要为了好像就是要重取这个生意，然后就忽略了大家的一些健康哈，所以变成在这个期间，我们需要一些时间，然后这个是复苏管期，所以我们需要一点时间来。不过最重要还是提醒大家要跟着标准的作业程序，然后要更严厉去进行这个标准。然后比如说好像比如说在更衣室不能够用更衣室，然后就是来运动了过后也不能够再溜达在拳馆里面啊，然后运动过后就应该离开了，就不需要在那边溜达啦，然后还在用那些更衣室。有什么问题，尽量你们可以能够email， 然后给我们这里总会，我们有专业人士可以为你解答。谢谢。
Okay, thank you. Obviously, Alvin, you're based in Labuan, so you follow the federal SOPs. Sanyang Kai from MAD Fight Club in Sarawak, they said their Sarawak SOP is a different variant from the federal. Do you know what the SOPs are in Sabah and Sarawak, Alvin, or at least do you have an inkling of why they are different? Well, actually, it's explained there. We're required to practice 3 to 5 meters for dynamic exercises. So they are allowed dynamic exercises, or?
Actually, the SOP I think is like we do have the within 3 meters, or the one is for static, and the other one is 3 to 5 meters. But like just now, like Brent, we advise. And all the trainers, we can just start from the static, so just within the 3 meters, because you have to depend. We start slowly, because this is the new normal. Then we can all the trainers. I believe all the trainers can come out with the new training program for the static training.
All right. Okay. Thank you, Syarul. From the medical committee ataupun medical commission for MASMMAA. Apakah yang kita, at least Syarul boleh advise kalau ada apa-apa soalan ataupun keperluan daripada MMA Gym, what kind of service can you boleh offer kepada pengguna ataupun owner gym di especially di Semenanjung lah, sebab Sabah Sarawak susah sikit nak pergi sekarang, sebab flight ke Sabah Sarawak pun sekarang mahal sikit.
Kira mahal.
Okay, untuk medical committee, okay, if there is ada soalan atau there's a question atau Q&A you want to ask regarding our COVID-19 ataupun potential medical procedure ataupun surgical ataupun procedure perubatan, boleh can drop the email di my email ataupun di our official MASMMAA email di info@masmmaa.org. And then in case of emergency, you boleh menghubungi terus talian 999 dan letakkan bantuan kecemasan dan dia dijazukan bantuan yang terdekat. Okey. Cuma peringat just penambahan kepada semua gym crew, kiranya semasa praktis dijalankan dan ada members yang mengalami sesak nafas, pening kepala semasa memakai mask dalam training, arahkan members to remove the mask and duduk dan relax bawah, bagi dia rehat. It is very important sebab apa, from daripada sini akan berlaku kemalangan yang tidak sepatutnya. So we going to monitor, actually advise all our gym members, if you feel uncomfortable or there is lightheadedness, dizziness ataupun chest difficulty breathing, please remove and raise your hand and please come to the gym crew, get some assistance. Okay, sekiranya there is an emergency happen, stabilize, take the patient to your first aid room as we mentioned in our guideline. Immediately call 999 for backup. Okay, we will in 999 will go for tele emergency. They will guide you during the conversation. At the same time, we will dispose our ambulance to the scene. We share to you some tips in later on into the MASMMAA group.
Okay, terima kasih. Do you want to quickly explain that, Alvin, to our audiences?
OK，各位观众，所以刚才我们的医生也有提议哈，好像比如说我们一些学员可能他们觉得他们运动时他们会戴口罩的进行运动，其实那个是看个人这一个需求哈。如果你觉得戴口罩比较有安全感的话，你可以选择戴口罩来运动。不过当你觉得你自己有呼吸困难的时候，然后还是有头晕的话，你要尽快跟你的教练说一声哦，你就是好像觉得很不舒服了。所以因为这个已经一段时间了，然后你们倒回来，你们这个我们已经能够启动这个活动的话，然后拳馆又可以开了，你们倒回来运动，这一些非常重要，然后大家要多注意一下哈，自己的一个健康才是最重要。觉得呼吸困难，第一件事情就是先通知你的教练。谢谢。
All right. Okay. Sorry. Very quickly. Brent.
Yep.
There's a question. Oh, sorry. The question for this one kepada Syarul actually. Daripada Hisham Samsudin. Do the gym members require to wear mask while doing the class? Satu lagi. Dan kedua dari Gavin, do coaches and members have to wear mask during class? So soalan tu kita memang dah jawabkan sebelum ni, tapi sila ulangkan sekali lagi. Terima kasih.
Okay. During this class, okay, yes, you can wear your mask. Okay, but during practice, if you feel uncomfortable by wearing a mask, please remove your mask and sit down, take a deep breath. So normally mereka yang pakai mask, they wear mask during training, they will feel like lightheadedness, difficult chest discomfort. Okay, and please ask them to remove the mask. Okay, for the patient yang there is a asthma or ada COPD, chronic obstruction airway disease, please get advice from your doctor. Okay, whether can you fit to do your go to the gym or not. Okay, so back to our question again. Yes, you can wear your mask during your exercise. If you feel uncomfortable, please remove it, stay down, okay, and stop your training.
Okay, thank you. There's a question which is probably directed for you, Brent, from Carl Pereira. Has MITI come out with the SOP for gyms? I couldn't find the latest SOP in the website.
Yes, in fact, they have released a MITI. I think MITI is not the body to come up with the guidelines yet until you have applied for the reopening. Okay, so I guess the guidelines which you're referring to could be the one that is issued by the National Security Council on the 10th of June, and we have already reviewed the that particular guidelines and adapted all of it into our MASMMAA SOP, which once again is downloadable for free right now. So once you download our MASMMAA guidebook, you'll be able to find that we have already updated the National Security Council's gym operations guidelines into the same book. So yep, please have a look. Yes.
All right, thank you. Quickly, Alvin, just let them know the explanation just now.
OK， 好像刚才我们的医生也说了，好像在这个运动的时间，我们可以选择戴口罩。好，学员如果是觉得好像没有什么安全感，你觉得需要戴口罩的话，你可以戴口罩。可是最重要的就是你一发觉到你自己呼吸困难，然后有一点头晕的话，记得要通知你的教练哈。还有我们的一个律师刚才有说到，好像最重要，现在我们还有我们的 SOP 啊，就是标准作业程序，然后那个是我们已经有一个专业人士做了这个标准的作业程序，然后欢迎大家可以在从我们这里下载哈，然后你们可以参考我们的这个标准的作业程序，谢谢。
Okay, thank you very much. We've just realized that we've passed the hour mark. Very quickly, before I go off, we go off. Don't forget, tomorrow night, we will have a very important issue that we'll be talking about. Is MMA a sport? That is something that quite a few people have been discussing offshore. So we will be having that at 9 o'clock. We're going to have our national MMA athlete, Colleen Augustine, on, the Director of Marketing and Communications from IMAF, the International Mixed Martial Arts Federation, Isabel Carnworth, Harish Deol, one of our award-winning journalists from who also helms 2213 and Professional Storytellers, as well as one of our Astro Wani editor, who has covered many MMA events and news, Haider Yutim. So we'll look forward to seeing them on tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Any final words from you, Brent, first?
Yes, thanks. Okay, once again, thanks everybody for tuning in. Obviously, this is the combination of all the hard work that MASMMAA and you yourself have done for the past 2 months. Guidebook is already out. Government has already approved for you guys to reopen. So just take care of yourself, take care of your members out there. Any other things that you guys need to find out, MASMMAA is always here for you. One last thing just to add on. Okay, for the gym owners as well as for the members out there, if you need further reassurance that it's safe to go back to the gyms, right? MASMMAA, actually, we are working together with an insurance company to recommend sports insurance in the event if, let's say, there's a COVID-19 infection. So if you want to find out more about this particular insurance policy, do send us an email. All right? Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Syarul, any final words?
Okay, from our side, okay, now gym will be open tomorrow. Best of luck, and everybody stay fit, okay, maintain your exercise, and of course make sure that keep your safe what it means that safety comes first, right? Be alert and also still mask on. We are not we stay in fight. We are not losing and we are not winning. We still carry on, right? From MASMMAA, from medical team, if you have any doubt or any question, drop us a question. We from our community side, we try to help you guys. For tomorrow, we will have a drop at one of the gym just to have take a observation whether that if any question, please give us a call. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Alvin?
Yeah, I speak in Mandarin.
Yep.
OK，各位馆主，现在我们已经在处于复苏的馆期，所以格斗运动课程将获得启动，所以我建议大家哈，可以采取更严厉的标准去选择你们的，选择还有限制性的学员的加入哦，以确保大众的健康安全。还有现在是新常态，大家可以去以新常态，然后去体验一下全新的一个格斗健身的乐趣。然后最重要的就是注意安全哈，然后有什么不舒服，然后拳馆好像这个大马的这个综合格斗总会，我们有很多专业人士在里面，大家有什么问题，有什么需要帮忙的话，欢迎大家请 email 写信给我们，我们会一些有专业人士给你答复。谢谢。
All right, thank you very much. There's one last comment here from Bruce Singh who said, Coach shouldn't touch or sparring the students, and please take note. So basically what we're saying is everything has to be non-contact. So that is very clearly stated out in the SOPs and also by not only the MKN, Majlis Keselamatan Negara, but also by the Sports, Youth and Sports Ministry as well as our SOP. So very, very important for MMA gyms, also martial arts gyms. Please do stick to the non-contact exercises. We should be very happy at this moment that we're able to open our gyms. Please do not take advantage of it, because it only takes one gym and everyone else will probably be shut down, and hopefully we won't get to that stage. So we have until the end of August, and we'll see where we go from there. So we've done it already for 3 months. It's another 1.5 months to go, so we should be able to do it. But I wish you all luck. I do hope that everyone follows the rules and regulations when we do open tomorrow. But on behalf of MASMMAA, as they've said, if you do have any queries, any other questions, please drop us an email at info@masmmaa.org or write to us or talk to us in the comments section below on our MASMMAA FB page, or even our IG as well. I forget, we also have Instagram. That's for the younger generation. But thank you, gentlemen. Thank you very much, Deputy President Alvin Chong, our Secretary Brent Yap, as well as our medical head Syarul Nizam. Thank you very much for joining me for this very special Sunday. Again, tomorrow night, please do come by again 9 p.m. for another hot topic that people have been talking about. And quick hello to Bax Yap, your brother, who should be sleeping right now. Anyway, thank you very much. And on behalf of MASMMAA, thank you, terima kasih, share, and have a very good evening and week ahead. Bye for now.
晚安各位，再见。
Okay. Well, same question.
But we've already had some gatherings of family.
Very sad.